Good morning and welcome to Monday Meditations and Musings with the adorable and extremely powerful Camille. And Camille has got the most lovely accent too. I love the French accent. Welcome, Camille.
Thank you, Sam. It's really exciting to be here.
And Camille and I were having a quick chat before we got on, and she was saying what she liked about the group was that beginning to get a commitment with meditation. So did you want to go back over that? Because I was loving what you're saying.
Absolutely. I just feel like having this space every Monday to actually, tell ourselves, okay, let's actually make that space for meditation is really nice. Because when you asked me to come on, I was just thinking about why I like looking at your group and, the concept behind this Monday meditations and musing. And it's really that, just creating that space to meditate, because it's so hard when we're, so busy in our everyday life. I know when I started to meditate, it's something that I just find really hard to make it a consistent thing. And having little groups like that, special moments to actually come together is really helpful. So thank you for that. And thank you for asking me to come on.
Oh, thank you for that too, because you've been meditating for a long time and I've been meditating for a long time, and still, it still can be challenging. I missed I had migraine and sinus and meditation last week, and I'm going, I don't think I meditated today, not sure if I meditated, it just kind of all became a big blur. And so it happens to everyone. Maybe not, you're full on gurus, but for the rest of us, it's still trying to create that habit. And for a lot of new people that are still dabbling in whether they think mindfulness and meditation is really useful, having all these different personalities and different styles, so that if you don't really like something, there's going to be something here that you gel with, and all the stories about how it's transformed people's lives, how they're nearly everyone has this great story about what meditation has done for them, and I just hope it inspires people. So on that note, what would be your main kind of takeaway from what a daily a daily practice of meditation has done for you?
Yes, meditation's really transformed my life. I know we hear that a lot. It really is true. Yeah. It's been a journey, and I didn't do it consistently when I began, but when I first started doing meditation, it was literally on my way to work. I'd do it in the bus or on the ferry, and I used the Headspace app to just find that space. I didn't really know what I was doing. All I knew is I needed to find a time where I wasn't thinking and doing. And I thought meditation was supposed to make me feel good, but sometimes I did it and I felt upset, because as we know, meditation actually just exposes us to how we are actually feeling. And when we start to feel, then we notice what's present. And so that's when I started to think, I don't really want to meditate today. I'll just skip it today. I don't feel like I want to sit there and meditate. Yeah. And then learning a proper meditation technique that's really worked for me. For me, it was using the mantra slow down, using my breath as a point of focus. That really helped me. I did that quite regularly for about a year, and then now I'm doing more
in your mind, slow down.
That's it. So as you inhale, you say to yourself the word slow, and as you exhale, in your mind, you say the word down. So you just follow your breath.
I love how you're sharing this. I love how you're sharing this, because mantra can freak out some people, especially if they're, quite devout in their religion, and they think, I can't do mantra because it's against my religion. But it doesn't have to be a Sanskrit, that's an Indian or ancient Indian word. It can be something as simple and as powerful as slow down, continuously repeated to yourself with your breath. I'm really happy you shared that. And I love how insightful and wise you are that, you understood why you sometimes didn't want to meditate. So a lot of people just don't even, they kind of feel a bit uncomfortable and they don't really know why they don't want to continue. But you were already aware that it's because it was revealing how you actually were or how you actually are.
Well, yeah, it took me some time to actually realize that. At first I was confused, and now with greater understanding about meditation, I understand what it was. That it was stuff coming up, which were already here. I just was too busy distracting, which is fine. You know, that's the thing as well, is we just learn to notice. And for me, I'm someone that is very in my mind and can be quite energetic, and I have lots of insights and I feel things, but then it can be quite, I can be hard on myself when I stop and I feel all this. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? But then actually, when you just learn to notice without reaction and without being mean to yourself, and just knowing that it's just something that is here, and it's like, you know, it's, you don't have to label it as good or bad. And then by doing that, you start to let that just dissipate, and you come back to your, to that beautiful essence that you are. So that's, and actually mantra and music really helped me to get out of my mind. And that's why I am actually sharing that today, because it's really, really worked for me.
Speaking about that non-reaction, like this morning, when my daughter was going back to school, I had a reaction. Got pissed off. I was pretty upset. Just a quick reaction, and it was an overreaction, and I apologized in the car. But that the beating up that I was starting to do on myself on the way home, and feeling guilty, and I shouldn't have said that, and and it started going down that path of making myself feel rotten. And then I realized, no, I don't have to listen to that. I can choose to forgive myself and to move on and just continue the day. It's an awesome day, you know, that rewording everything, and that comes from the practice. Comes from the practice.
Yes, and that's why it's so powerful, because then we can start to notice things that happen in our lives. Like you said, you just noticed the whole experience, you reacting, but then you apologizing, and then you beating yourself up about it, and then all of that can be a learning, and we can learn to see it and not get too caught up. And obviously it's an ongoing journey, but the more we do it, the more we can see the wisdom. And I'm very much on that path of learning, you know, but it's just, that's why it's transformative, because we can step out, you know, and that's so liberating.
Absolutely. And you were talking about meditating on the way to work, which was was that meditation on the way to work part of your work transformation? Like, was that helped you make your decision from corporate burnout to yoga, mantra, meditation teacher?
Yes, definitely. That must have definitely played. I think what happens is, as we meditate, we start to open up to the subconscious, as our teacher Mark Brenner often mentions. You start to open up. And so when I was meditating to work, I think that what was happening is my true soul was starting to open up. And then when I get to work, some things that were not aligned with me became really apparent. But at the time, I just wasn't really noticing all of that, because I was still very much in my mind. And so I just felt the symptoms of feeling anxious, feeling, why can't I do this? Or I'm good at this, but why do I feel so crap? Like, this is what it is. This is what life is about. And what happened is that voice got louder and louder until I was like, this is not right. And so I had to make the decision to just do something that felt better for me. And there's no right or wrong. It's not like the corporate job is bad and doing a yoga teacher is great. We all have our things. And for me, just allowing that space to just come back to myself, so I could feel what I wanted and what was right for me. And then it was so special, because then I was able to make that transition. which was a hard transition. Definitely. I won't say it was all like, woohoo. It was definitely hard, but it felt right. You know, when you know something's hard, but it feels right.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's I love the way you describe that. So that leads into I know that you're already teaching and you love mantra and meditation, but you're going to be taking this a bit deeper and sharing that experience with other people who may have been in your situation, you know, just living for work continuously in their minds and stressed and burnt out. And I can't remember, I remember you describing it once, like, was it the train? Would you?
Yeah, when you feel like you're on a train, it's when you're on a train that's going so fast, you don't even know where you're going, and you're not even able to see even just who's next to you. If someone's literally having a hard time or if someone's happy, you're just on your phone, kind of in that fear element of, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. And then it's that, for me, meditation is that process of starting to look up and maybe make eye contact with people and look outside and feel that you can slow down, and then you can choose, okay, I might hop off here, you know, and it just feels like you're more in your power again, and you can actually enjoy the process. You can enjoy the journey, because it's not about where we're going. It's about every moment, you know? So I had this literal feeling when I was traveling actually through France after during that transition, and I was looking around and seeing some people. So like often the people that look like they had the less opportunities perhaps, that were actually present and looking out, and you could chat to them and saying, hi, how are you? And it was really beautiful. I noticed that, wow, I've been in this world, but there's this whole other world, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting. I grew up in Mullumbimby, Byron Bay area, full of hippies and a lot of present and non-present people. But it was a country town still. And when I moved to Sydney, I was, just this rush of people everywhere and no one looking in your eyes, and I would like, hi, smile, hi, and I realized what was normal for me seemed like I was crazy. I seemed like, who's that cuckoo woman who's like looking at us and smiling and saying hello, and you jump in the front seat with the taxi driver and chat to all that sort of stuff. And then after a while it just kind of beat me down like everyone else, I suppose. And you're like, well, you don't look at people and smile and say hello, and you get in the back seat and don't really talk to your taxi driver. It didn't last long. I always still ended up talking to them, but from the back seat. But it's
wow.
it is there's a lot of factors that that keep people in this, when it's also the society doesn't acknowledge one another. It's a hard world sometimes.
Wow, it's that feeling. It's almost when you do actually have some time off, a holiday or even just a weekend, and then you come back to that element of just feeling free and just, oh, like I'm hungry, I'm gonna have food now, or you don't really know what the time is, and you're and then you might be outside and you do like, hey, and people, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of like, oh no. So it is interesting. It's kind of that moment, but yeah, it's beautiful because we can learn to bring that back into the world, I guess, and then allow that to meet us. And then we do feel like we can actually meet people that might, look at us, and it's nice, and just say hi and have that two-way communication thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Connection. So, I segued away a bit but you're going to be offering, or you're working on offering an online course. There's lots of awesome online courses happening now, aimed at people that are kind of maybe stuck in this corporate, headspace, life, and helping them to find some peace in their true self and to find more enjoyment in life. And that may be a job change, it may not be a job change, but at least it's going to enhance their life.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's really for people that, yeah, like you described, that might be in a corporate job or might not necessarily be. They're just, I'll actually describe it more that they're not in their own self-governance, in that the way they're living is by other people's rules, you know, and they feel that they want to do, they've got an idea of how they want to live their life, but they're not able to do that, and they feel
and
stuck and kind of imprisoned, you know.
And they don't have a voice.
That's it. They don't have a voice, and that was really much me. And the whole time, my whole life was kind of doing what I thought I had to do, and I kind of describe it now as the good girl. So it's kind of going from that good girl to the goddess, you know, going from the good girl when you're kind of being good, following what you have to do.
The badass goddess.
Exactly. Yeah. Going to that self-governance when you're like, actually, what I want to do is this, and I have the power and the strength and to say that and to do that. And it's hard to go from that to, you know, from the good girl to the goddess, the badass, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm aiming to help people navigate that.
Yeah, because you've been on the journey yourself, so you can provide the tools to shorten that and the support. And I believe there's coaching in there as well. So it's a really supportive way of getting there.
Definitely.
Rather than, I was just going to say, rather than how long it takes. It always takes us a longer time to find ourselves in, and then we get there and it's like, I want to help everybody else do that and not have to take so long to get there, which is why you're creating such an amazing course.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm using all the tools that have really helped me. So meditation, yoga, breath, mantra music, which was so helpful for me, and packaging that all together. And we're going to have a nice community of people supporting each other, because that's what we need to help us get over the bumps and believe in ourselves again. And yeah, so
beautiful. I just want to check if there's anyone there saying hi. I know there's a few people watching. If you are watching, give us some likes, some love. We always like some love, a comment, hello. And have you got anything to let them know if they're going to be chanting from home with us? What you want to share with us? What you're doing today, and what they may need to know.
I'll talk you through that a little bit so you have an idea of what to expect. So as always, there's no right or wrong. So do what feels right for you. What I'm going to take you through is a bit of an introduction where we'll settle ourselves. So we'll do a bit of breathing, and then I'll bring my guitar and I'm going to start singing the Gayatri mantra, which is one of the most powerful mantras. It's seen as, well, there's so many mantras out there, but this one's the first one I actually learned.
And is it like the mother of the mantras or something? Is it something mother? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always wanted to learn that one, and my tongue is not great with Sanskrit. I've always just given up on it. So I'm really happy you're choosing that one.
Yes.
And before you continue explaining it, I'll just let you know that we've got Marie, Therese and Joanne all watching, and they've all said hello. So hi, beautiful ladies. Thanks for watching.
It's very exciting. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So if you want to let us know a little bit more about that mantra.
Yes. So this mantra is, like you said, it's the mother of all mantras. And it's the mantra for enlightenment, which is quite a big word, but it's that mantra for connecting us back to that beautiful light within us. So it helps to free us and purify our system for all the things that we don't need. And I like to see it as a really restorative mantra. And you can imagine it as a beautiful warm light, like the sunlight, like filling up all your cells with this beautiful light. So you feel like, eliminated, nice and free and purified. So I think what I will do today, because it's the first time we're doing it.
Running around, sorry.
Oh, there we go. All beings together, including the spiders.
There's a black one with yellow legs, so it's a bit different.
Oh,
It's all right, as long as it's not on me. I keep having these dreams lately with spiders on me, and I don't know what they mean, but like they're like on me, and I'm like, I don't have a problem with spiders. I don't have a massive fear of them or anything, but I don't like them on me in particular. And so I'm like, oh, there's a spider. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave that. Sorry.
Yeah, if you need to.
No, I'm just making sure I'm just away from the spider. It's all good. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing a bit of settling in, a bit of breath, and then I'll start singing the mantra.
Do you know the translation of the mantra?
So there is a translation word for word. It's I don't actually with these Sanskrit words actually, it's almost hard to translate because it's one of these things where you actually feel the translation. It's like, it's even hard to describe what Om means. We know it's that connection to everything and it's that divinity in everything, but it's almost hard to describe. So I think because it is quite a long mantra, I'll just kind of leave it as it's that beautiful enlightenment mantra.
Beautiful. Maybe we can put the translation in there later or something as well.
Yeah. I was wondering if you want, I can put in the words if someone want to sing along with it with us. Yeah. I can just put in the comments. I'm just going to pop it on there.
They won't work there.
Oh, it won't work in there
because they don't see the comments. But that's it. That's okay. If you go over it slowly a couple of times, and then they'll catch on. And if they, and sometimes even if they don't, it's nice just to listen to.
Yeah. I think what I would say is, because this is the first one.
And this is going for about 10 minutes, just to share you in case whoever's watching needs to go. We're doing roughly
it's going to take about 10 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
So just when I start singing and playing the mantra, allow yourself to just absorb the beautiful words, the beautiful music. And if you feel like you want to start singing, because it's going to be repetitive, you want to just sing it with me, you can put yourself on mute, Sam, if you want to do that, or anyone obviously singing, they're not on the Zoom call, so you can do that. And then we'll leave some space afterwards to just feel the power of the
vibration. And beautiful. Yeah, I will sing along, but I'll mute myself because I've got like a bit of nasal and stuff. Would probably sound much nicer just hearing you. But I'll definitely be joining you. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. So should we start with all of this? Okay. Perfect. So from wherever you're watching from, I'll invite you to come to take a seat. And as we come to sit down, I just want to allow these first few moments to land. And it's really important to create a little bit of movement so we can prepare ourselves for this meditation time. So sit comfortably wherever that may be for you. Allow your spine to be nice and long. And we're going to just circle the shoulders a few times. So start to inhale the shoulders up. Exhale back and down. And just do it a few times like this. Good, and then we're going to land with the shoulders back and down. And then we're just going to allow just a little bit of shaking here from the base. Just allow yourself to kind of land here. And you can even shake the shoulders and shake the arms and the wrists. So just allow yourself to feel that shaking from the base up and allow your head to, just a few more moments. You can make it a little bit more vigorous here. And then very slowly, gently bring that vibration down. Allow your hands to land on your laps, wherever they land. And you can have the thumb and index finger joined together. If you prefer, you can have the palms facing down or facing up. Whatever comes most intuitively to you. Notice your physical body. Start to bring that witness mind that is simply observing. Noticing without getting too caught up in any stories. Notice your energy this morning. Again, no right or wrong. Maybe feeling where you feel the energy in your body. And then start to notice your breath. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths here to land in this space. So inhale through the nose deeply, allow the breath to travel down the belly and through the chest. Part the lips, exhale all the way out. You can even sigh it out. Good. 2 more. Inhale deeply, fill up. Exhale, soften the jaw, sigh it out. As much as you can, all the way out. 1 more. Inhale deeply, gathering all your energy in and down. Open the mouth, empty, jaw, the face, all softens. Beautiful. As you land here, allow your breath to be natural. Start to focus your attention on your breath. Where do you feel your breath? And as you lie here, noticing your breath, notice your mind. Notice when it takes you away. Just acknowledge where your mind takes you. Internally smile to yourself. It's just a thought. And come back to your breath. Deeply feeling your breath. Deeply exhaling. Allow your face to soften, especially the jaw, the soft palate. And just allow yourself to absorb this beautiful mantra music that I'm about to play. By the way, if you are at home and you want to lie down by this stage, you can do that too. Again, there's no right or wrong. So you can just keep your internal focus either up at the center of your head, at the midbrain area. So kind of gazing up with your eyes internally. Or if you feel like you need some grounding, you can gaze down at your heart center. Starting to feel the vibration of the guitar strings. Allowing that beautiful warm light to fill you. feeling all the cells. Nothing to do, just absorbing this mantra. Om Bhuva Swaha. Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Allow yourself to even sway or move with the music. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitovarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Keep the eyes closed. Feeling the vibration of the mantra. Notice how you feel. Visualize that warm light from the center of your heart, expanding into all your cells, even outside the surface of your skin. Very slowly come back to your breath. Maybe swallow as you slowly deepen your breath. Keep following the inhale and the exhale. You can stay here if you feel like you're in this beautiful space. When you are ready to come back, gently bring some movements through the fingers, wiggle the toes. Make any movement that feels good. Intuitively here, you'll know perhaps the shoulders, the head, wiggling the jaw, whatever feels good. And we slowly come back. Very slowly allow your eyes to open back. I'm going to bring the hands together, give them a big rub. So you can feel that heat being generated. And then place them, just hovering them over your face. Feeling the heat. Maybe even feeling subtle energy. And then allow your hands to gently come down the face, the back of the neck. We're grounding all of this energy back down into our being. Bring the hands to the side of the ribs, the back, all the way down to the legs. Just give it a couple of rub down the legs, the thighs, and then down the lower legs, holding at the feet, just grounding here. Deep breath and full exhale. Beautiful. Come back with the eyes open. Thank you so much, everyone.
That was beautiful. You have such a lovely voice. Very nice.
Thank you.
I felt so quick. I felt like I was just trying to get a hang of it, and then you stopped.
Oh, I felt that actually. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure with the time. I was like, oh, I don't want to overdo it.
Get lost in it.
That it can take well, firstly, time kind of disappears when we are doing music.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. And then also, I didn't want to overdo it. But it can take time to actually settle. So when we settle, then next time if I'm back on, I'll do it a bit longer.
Yeah, so I was just going to, and the ladies watching, maybe if you can comment, if I'd love to have you on another time, and if you guys are on the same page as me, let me know in the comments below. I'd love you to maybe go over it, like sort of teach it to us if you've got time, so that and then we can maybe start at a pace where that's, if people want that, I know I would love that. And so, and then we can go in and get into it and just sort of get a rhythm. If you like that, ladies, please comment as well. And if you're happy to come on again and do that at some stage, I would really love that.
Definitely. What we could do is like a kirtan, where a kirtan is where there is space for, so we sing and then there's a response. It's kind of like a call and response. So you can really actually express the mantra yourself. So you start to create the vibration within yourself through the voice. And so we can use a simple mantra for that. And do that. And we can also do a restorative lying down. There's many different ways. So if you are interested in something, just type it in the comments and Sam and I can take it from there.
We can connect again, because I love this. And as I shared on the video leading up to it, not sure if you watched it or not, but yeah, it really saved me, because as you can tell by everyone who comes on here and myself, we'll praise mindfulness and meditation to no end. And mantra is a form of meditation, and it may to some people not be the purest form. You know, some say the purest form is just sitting in silence, and sometimes sometimes we're just not there. Sometimes we really need something more, something that just takes us away, and is less effort. Not that there is effort in meditation, there's effort and ease, but there's just so much joy and ease in mantra, and it just can really just stop that mind and just and just let you feel joy and peace. And so that's why it's so beneficial at times if you really need to shift something and you're struggling in life. Highly recommend it. But thank you so much, Camille. I haven't organised who's on next week, so I won't share that. It will be a surprise, hopefully. Thank you. Have a lovely day. And maybe you will put your Instagram and your Insta posts where Camille shares, videos and whatnot.
Yes, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram. It's probably the easiest. Yes, thank you.
And we'll type that in. Thank you, ladies. I'll just see what the response. Yeah, that would be lovely. Love to do it again. Thank you, Camille. Such a calming and beautiful voice. Yes, she does have. That would be cool. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here, and well done on making the time for that special moment. Very good. It's special.
Thank you, everyone on MMM. I will see you next week, hopefully.